Hi, and welcome back to another segment of the player profile. And this one, there's always had to be the first. Who was going to be the first? The first of the first. Who we're talking about? Bob Wilson. Robert Primrose Bob Wilson, born 30th of October 1941, is a former Scottish international football goalkeeper and later broadcaster. As a player, Wilson was most noted for his 11-year playing career at Arsenal, where he made over 300 appearances. Wilson as well featured as a youth and senior international for Scotland. After retiring as a player, he turned to coaching and broadcasting, presenting football programs on television for 28 years until 2002. Wilson has also gone on to create a charity organisation known as the Willow Foundation. Wilson was born on Ashgate Road in Chesterfield, where his father William was the borough engineer and surveyor, and his mother Catherine Wilson was a magistrate. The Ashgate Road house was named Threepwood after the Gateston, East Ayrshire farm where William Wilson was born. He was the youngest child of 6 and had much older brothers and an older sister. Wilson started late as a professional player, and his father would not let him sign papers with Manchester United, as it thought it would not be a reasonable job whilst he was a youth. Wilson then went on to Loughborough College for training as a teacher. He had been playing reserve games for Wolverhampton Wanderers as an amateur between 1961 and 1963, and was the first amateur to have a transfer fee paid £7,500. He remained an amateur for 8 months when he signed for Arsenal in July of 1963, until he signed professional forms in March of 1964. Wilson made his debut against Nottingham Forest on the 26th of October 1963 in a 4-2 win. However, being forced to play understudy to Jim Furnell, it was to be over 4 years until Wilson became first choice keeper in 1968, after Furnell making a mistake in the FA Cup tie against Birmingham City in March of 1968. Wilson took over and remained in goal for Arsenal for the remainder of the 1967-68 season. Later, firmly in the Arsenal side, Wilson was ever present in the 1968-69 season, which also included Arsenal's loss to Swindon Town in the 1969 League Cup final. Despite sustaining a broken arm the following season, 69-70, Wilson recovered and won the first trophy of Arsenal in the 69-70 Intercities Fairs Cup. In 1971, he was Arsenal's Player of the Year in a double winning season, in which he played every first team match in the league and cup, culminating in the 1971 FA Cup final win over Liverpool. Wilson continued to play as Arsenal's keeper through the early 1970s, although an injury later on in the 1972 FA Cup semi-final against Stoke meant he missed Arsenal's 1972 FA Cup final loss to Leeds United and much of the 1972-73 season. Understudy Jeff Barnett took his place, but Wilson regained the number 1 shirt once fully recovered and was Arsenal's first choice keeper up until his surprisingly early retirement from playing in 1974 at age 32. As a student and teacher of goalkeeping, Wilson has identified his own signature technique as diving at opponents' feet to save goals. This caused him a number of injuries throughout his career. Bob Wilson, for us, will always be the original safe hands. Bob Wilson, the original safe hands, diving at the player's foot. Fortune's favour the brave. Anyway, if you want us to feature your favourite player, it's got to be a player who's played for Arsenal over the last 40 or 50 years, not 30 years, got to be over that line there, 40 or 50 years. But now, you've been watching the latest segment of the Player Profile, and this has been Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.